Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into some seriously fascinating source material. We're taking what might just look like a list of technical hacks and transforming them into a complete blueprint for a fully autonomous 24/7 digital workforce. I mean, if you've ever felt like there just aren't enough hours in the day, or if you found managing AI to be its own massive headache, this one is absolutely for you. We are breaking down exactly how to scale yourself using GrokBots. And honestly, the best part? No coding required whatsoever. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with onboarding your AI CEO, then move right into building your digital workforce, equipping your AI team, managing and teaching agents, and finally, achieving true automation.
All right, Section 1, onboarding your AI CEO and transferring your vision to the machine.
So the fundamental challenge with AI, right, is getting those nuanced, complex business goals out of your own brain and into the machine. To solve this, the source introduces a seriously clever concept called the Grill Me skill. It's essentially a three-step process. First, you feed the AI a highly specific prompt. Second, it saves this as a private, reusable skill. And third, the AI relentlessly interviews you. You can run this whenever you have, say, a new quarterly plan or a totally fresh project idea, just to make sure your digital team knows exactly what you're thinking. Now notice the specific wording of the prompt here: relentlessly interview the user about every aspect of the topic until you reach shared understanding. I absolutely love this. It completely forces the AI to dig deep. It stops it from just politely nodding along and instead makes it ask probing questions until it completely, 100% aligns with your mental roadmap. Moving on to Section 2, building your digital workforce, which is all about creating that AI org chart. Now, once your primary AI actually understands your vision, you're going to realize pretty quickly that one single bot just isn't enough. But think about it for a second. How in the world do you manage a dozen different, highly specialized bots without creating a massive new management headache for yourself? Well, the absolute game changer here is the Chief of Staff hack. In the source material, this main agent is named Klaus. Basically, you instruct this primary bot that it is your Chief of Staff, and crucially, it is the only bot you communicate with. Its entire job is to check if another specialized bot owns the task and then delegate it out. Klaus essentially acts as your ultimate, all-knowing digital project manager. So in practice, it looks like this. You've got Klaus sitting right at the top. Beneath him are sub-agents, and they all have super clear job descriptions. For instance, Eyes is your researcher. Motion handles graphic animations and video transitions. Views handles your content strategy. And Money handles finance. You even have a bot named Coffee acting as your morning planner. Because each bot has one very specific job, Klaus knows exactly who to tag in, gathers up all their work, and just brings the final polished result right back to you.
But you might be wondering, how do you even know which bots you actually need to build? Well, you combine our first two hacks. You literally run that Grill Me skill on Klaus. You sit down, explain your current business struggles and where your focus is, and then just ask Klaus to suggest and build the missing specialized sub-agents, like a YouTube bot or a community bot. You're literally using AI to identify the weak spots in your own digital company, which is just brilliant.
Okay, Section 3, equipping your AI team. This is where we get into memory and infrastructure. A massive, and I mean massive, pitfall here is memory management. You have to explicitly separate your shared agent memory from your individual agent memory. You need to tell your AI exactly what context needs to be shared across the entire organization. Things like your company name, the fact that you're located in Chicago, what tools you use, versus what remains a private, specific conversation thread just for Klaus. Because without those shared company facts, your sub-agents are going to constantly be making mistakes.
Now, beyond just memory, your team obviously needs tools, right? And native plugins rarely cut it. So the source introduces a bridge platform called Composio. By adding this into your shared agent memory, you instantly grant your entire AI workforce the ability to connect to outside platforms. We're talking YouTube, Perplexity, LinkedIn, or even CRMs like Go High Level. Basically, your digital team is no longer trapped inside a little text window.
And to keep track of this newly empowered workforce, you can actually have Klaus automatically log all the work they're doing right into a project management tool like ClickUp. It gives you a real-time dashboard showing the task, its status, and who exactly owns it, like research providers, in progress, owned by Eyes via Klaus. You get to monitor your digital workforce exactly as if they were human employees. It's wild.
Right, let's jump into Section 4, managing and teaching agents. This focuses on visual tasks and handling credentials.
So, what happens when a task is just too visual, or way too complex to explain in a simple text prompt? The source material details this fascinating teach a task workflow. Basically, you open up a shared agent computer on your screen, hit record, and just manually perform the visual task yourself. When you hit stop, the AI actually analyzes everything you clicked, everything you typed, and converts all those actions into a permanent, reusable skill. It literally learns by watching over your digital shoulder.
To really put that into perspective, you can teach the AI to visually search Google Images for, say, Chicago Cubs food at Wrigley Field and have it save all those images to a specific folder. Or, even wilder, because it's using actual visual screen analysis, you can literally teach it how to solve a CAPTCHA. I mean, that is a completely new paradigm for automation. Now, obviously, security is absolutely crucial here. Because this setup uses a shared agent computer environment, it saves your user profiles and credentials securely, meaning you are never pasting insecure passwords directly into a raw chat window. So for example, once it's logged into a community platform like school, the AI uses that saved profile to automatically navigate around, find specific posts, and interact completely on your behalf. Which brings us to Section 5, Achieving True Automation and making your team work while you sleep.
This is the part where we put the whole shebang on autopilot using triggers. You can easily set up time-based triggers so your agents run a specific skill every hour, every day, or at custom intervals. But you can also use event-based triggers. This means your AI chief of staff can suddenly spring into action the very second a specific Slack message, a Git event, or a Microsoft Teams notification pops up. They're literally just sitting there, waiting for the signal to get to work.
And the ultimate benefit here, the real game changer, is that these routines run entirely in Grok's cloud. They aren't running locally on your laptop. Your digital staff is working 24/7, executing tasks, logging their progress in ClickUp, talking to each other, even if your phone is in your pocket and your laptop is completely shut down. Which leaves us with this final thought. When you have successfully extracted your vision from your head, organize an entire team under a chief of staff, equip them with shared memory, and set them up to run securely in the cloud around the clock, how far can you really scale yourself? Honestly, it feels like the ceiling just completely disappeared. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope it completely changes how you view your own potential.